I had my brother in my hand, and all of a sudden, my hand was empty.
Xavier is now 8. We call him X. He is to us the mighty X-Man, yes. X is paralyzed from the diaphragm down. In the accident, part of his spinal cord was dissipated. His legs are gone. His chair are his legs now. She missed his brainstem by that much. X is on life support. The ventilator has to breathe for my son. I want to say the worst thing that I can't say to X, which I used to be able to say all the time, go in the yard and play. I can't say that anymore. I can't say go play. Any mother understands. I can't say go play.
She came from this direction, and at first we didn't even see her.
The car was on the other side of the stop sign. They stepped off the curb, coming across the street, and Ari said he was gone. She took him from Ari's hand.
She was not only speeding in the school zone, but she had also run the stop sign because she was texting.
The lady who hit X was texting. You know, I'm told that the text was, I'm on my way. Did she make it? Did she get to where she was going on time? That would be my question for her.
I feel like it was just a dream. This was the last text message I sent before I caused an accident that killed 3 people.
The Amish family was on their way. He wasn't speeding or anything like that, just traveling along, and he overtook the Amish right there, right just where about my car is, and basically hit the Amish buggy from behind.
As I was driving, I was texting back and forth with my wife. My head just snapped up when I saw, the windshield just glass broke and screeching, and as I started coming to a stop, I saw, a body come down from off the top of the van, and I just thought, oh my gosh, what have I done? What have I done? This note was from Martin Schwartz, the father of the children that had passed away from my accident. It says, "Dear ones, trusting in God's ways, how does this find you? Hope all in good health and in good cheer. Around here, we're all on the go and try to make the best we can. I always wonder if we take enough time with our children. Wishing you the best with your little one in the unknown future. I think of you often. Keep looking up. God is always there. Sincerely, Martin and Mary Schwartz. I wish so bad I could go back to that day and say, you know, I can do these texts when I get to my stop, you know, when I get there. I don't have to do this right now while I'm driving. You know, there's just nothing that important. Please don't do it. Please don't ever text and drive. It's life. You get one chance and you live with the choices you make.
She has no life, really. Her balance is off. Her arms don't work very well. She had her life planned. She was always planning everything. Now she can't plan anything because she can't remember anything.
Debbie was very active, outgoing, worked 60-plus hours a week. She held a very good position, traveling all over the world, going to Istanbul, Turkey, traveling to France. Now she is dependent on everybody, myself, my brother, friends.
I don't remember anything about the accident.
It was a Sunday night, August the 7th, approximately 9:15. My sister had come out of her house to get her mail by the big pine tree. She was struck by a teenager texting and driving. The white mailbox is where my sister was struck. Was carried on the hood of the car to right over here, and this is where the neighbors found her. When she was in the hospital, she was swollen from head to toe. She had a shunt sticking out of her head right here to relieve pressure in her brain because her brain was so swollen. Her eyes, her right eye was swollen shut. Her face was swollen. Her neck was broken. Both her arms were broken, ribs were broken, her pelvis was smashed. She had a broken ankle and a broken leg. Her thumb ripped off, almost ripped off. They sewed it back together. It was terrible. It was heartbreaking. She went from being active to inactive in a stroke of a second, and it's over. Her life as she knew it is over.
I'm very fond of telescopes. It's just a reminder of my father and the good times that we used to have. The best father I could have ever asked for.
Yeah, growing up, I was pretty typical. Played a lot of sports growing up. Played basketball, played football, played baseball, ran track.
I'm a cowboy, I guess. I'm not much of a technology guy, and I never have liked texting, and since that day, I've liked it even less.
The car doing the texting was going this direction. The two Thicol engineers were heading out this way, and as they passed, they brushed each other, which spun the little blue car with the Thicol engineers, spun it around this way into the path of an oncoming pickup.
On my way to work, I'm texting and reading messages, and I go across the center line and I hit another car. I don't remember what I was texting. I don't remember what the message said. That's how important it was.
Just sideswiped it and sent it into a skid, and I had the definite recollection of thinking to myself that, you know, I knew right then that I was going to collide with that car, and I just thought, oh, this is going to be bad.
All I can think about is those families, those two men. And while I was driving, I decided that texting and driving was more important to me than those two men were to their families. That accident was preventable. There's no other way to look at it. I put my phone away and I saved those two men's lives.
I felt that my dad would not have wanted me to be mad at him for the rest of my life, and that I knew my dad had forgiven him. I knew that, and that he would want me to try and move on and forgive him and even get to know him.
Forgiveness is, that's something that I see from Megan. I see that for forgiveness. I feel it. I'm grateful for it. I was once told that to be a good member of society, you have to give back more than you take. I can never give back those two men's lives, ever.
I would just like to say, for anybody out there who has a cell phone, focus while you're driving, pay attention while you're driving, don't take your eyes off the road while you're driving. Things can happen so quick that'll change your life forever.
I would tell America to please don't text and drive. How many other people are going to have to be killed? How many other people are going to be left like my sister Debbie?
I will say it over and over and over again. Don't text and drive. It can wait.